Yo, what's going on, family? Welcome back to the lab. Welcome back for another Daily Barrel Report. And, man, I just wanted to come and say I appreciate y'all. Yesterday, Dinger Tuesday was a pretty solid day. I'll show you guys a recap so that way you guys can see what I'm seeing when it comes to the dashboard, what I'm proud about, what I like seeing us be good at. Um, Model's been hitting pretty consistently, so yeah, it's been cool. Appreciate everybody who likes, who comments, who subscribes, man. Keep doing that. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not before. Welcome to the lab. This is kind of where we get busy. We break down the slates, go over pitcher matchups, try to identify the best hitters, all kinds of good stuff for you guys. So I'm going to just get right into it. But first, like I said, I wanted to go over the results, the Performance Center. This is what I wanted to highlight. So we were having a conversation in the Discord. Oh, if you're not in the Discord, by the way, the link is in the description. Subscription, I'm sorry. Description. The link is in the description for this video. The model, this right here is what we're seeing in the lab, is the model tracking all hitters. This is the daily trend of home runs. Right, as you can see, back in June, we had very high highs and very low lows. We consolidate, there's a couple breakouts. Most of the time, most days, price consolidates. The overall rate, since I have been tracking since June, has been 8.48%. That is the median range, right? So that means on average the league is only hitting 8 home runs at an 8% clip. Right, today it hit at an 8.16% rate. And this is tracking 392, almost 400 batters, guys. So I say that to show these next few things. If the daily hit rate, right, of the league is hitting about 8%. And we're getting some results here. I'll show you. Right here, we're getting some really good results. Some really good results. Let me show you what I really want to show you. There's a lot of good information in here. I'll go back over it here in a second. But I wanted to show you this. Right, the 3-lane signal performance. A 3-signal lane performance, meaning the barrel signal that we created originally, the Elite Home Run profile, and the most recent Elite Plus profile. I have also begun tracking, and like I said, did backtracking for the validated home run, so that's why we see this is a historical hit right here. The model barrel signals are hitting at a 17.29% rate. Right? The daily performance was 8. The daily average, 8.48 since June. Elite profiles, or elite home run profiles, are hitting at a 17.45% rate. This is where things get really interesting and really fun for me. The Elite Plus was one of the most recent additions to the model. And it has already separated itself as one of the most, if not the most accurate as far as home runs go. The Elite Plus profile, which again, we're getting less of them, but it's all about quality and not quantity. If you know that something's hitting 25% rate, that typically only hits at an 8%, right? There's comfortability in that discrepancy. You can even see the overall ROI and the amount of units that you might have been up. Right? Average price, average zone fit. So I'm showing you all this to show you, this isn't just I'm picking off of my feelings type of model. This is something that has been trained and back tested and continuously gets trained every day that I pull the graded logs. That I pull the logs and we grade. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you all to feel comfortable with this model. Like, I don't know too many times where I'm able to go onto something and see this type of data. I know what a person's rate may have told me, which is okay, it's understandable, right? You're giving me your personal picks. However, in this case, I'm not giving you guys my personal picks. So I'm trying to show you that you can trust the data that you are looking at. Right? That's the whole purpose of this dashboard, is for you all to be able to be the capper. Right? This is how you become the capper. Is you understand where your edges is coming from, or where the plus EV is coming from. And that's going to be added in a future later date. But I wanted you all to see this because this is really important, near and dear. This is my baby right here. 25% hit rate for home runs. Right? Let's just say our unit is $1. Alright, we started with $100. We spent 68. We've profited 25 units. We're up 47%, almost 50%. Right? Like, okay, so you spent $221. And this is just purely off of $1, right? If you just wanted to play $1 on straight bets. This is straight bets. I'm not telling you to take 30 home run straight bet home runs every day. I'm not telling you to do that. But the numbers are here to show you that if you were to even have played each single 221 prediction that it was called, every 68 Elite Plus profile, right? Even for the newest validated, right? And again, this is historically because I needed to back test it. We would still be up though using this signal, $88. 40% ROI. Barrel signal gives you at least break even. You'd be up $11, $12. And that's what $1,000, right? That's placing 937 bets. You still be up $11. I'm not telling you guys to go do this. I'm just showing you guys what's possible. Right? I'm just showing you guys the possibilities that could be done. What this is capable of. And this is only what I've been building since July, matter of fact. The model said July. Right? Top 5. If you took just the top 5. So these alone here, and this is why I'm showing this, right? Because the odds. That's why we created the signals based on the odds. Right? This is all based on odds. That's why we're getting average odds 483 for the barrel signal. For Elite Plus average odds, we're getting 560, which is crazy for somebody who's got an 80 barrel score, an 80 matchup, and an 80 form. We got average odds of 560, right? Like, that's where you find the quote unquote, that's how you get your long shots. I say you play your consistent straights and use that to build your bankroll and then play the lottos. But I implore you to play your straights. I do. Highly recommend it. Let's see what else is in here that I wanted to go over. And again, this is in here. So look, like I was saying about the list, it's right here. This is the daily barrel sim report is right here in the lab. There's literally a tab called the lab. This is it right here. This is what the barrel report is. This is the daily sim barrel report. It's in the dashboard. I know some people don't want to do the work. I get it. You may not have the time. I'm not saying you don't want to do the work. You just may not have the time. I don't always have the time either. But it's here. I don't want you all to be dependent on me. I made this dashboard for you all to be independent, to not depend on anybody. I'm not saying you only use the dashboard. By all means, it's a resource. I'm not one to say it's the only resource you should be using. But I do think it's going to become one of the best. One of the best, right? Because there's multiple best out there. A lot of different things, a lot of different models do a lot of different things. Right? That's it. Everybody looks at data, sees data differently. So I just wanted you all to understand where I am with this, how much I really put into this, how much really goes into this dashboard. I feel like people just see the front page, the data tables, and they only think, oh, I've seen this before. I don't think you have, my friend. And I highly recommend that you look a little bit deeper under the hood before just, passing judgment. Take a look. You might like what you see. It might cause you to stay. Right, here's the sim lab. Daily best plays. Right here. Bear report. Right here. So when I was making the color coded, I was personally going through each name and highlighting them in Google, right, in Google Docs. But then the dashboard evolved and it adapted. It became more complex. I stopped doing the personal list, right? You guys wanted the model generated list because there was more plays on there that I wasn't personally putting on there, but you guys may have wanted to see. That's the only reason why I stopped doing the color-coded one, because, there's a lot of names, bro. I mean that with all respect, all love. I would, I tried to do it. However, I just felt my time was better spent in other places. And that was making this one of the most accurate models that I could think of. Right? Top game reads. Top reads as a whole. Home runs today hit at a 27% clip. Total bases hit at a 41.7% rate. And hits, runs, and RBIs 52.1%. Not bad for today. Not bad. Top ranks. Home runs. Looks like that number one rank was 33.3%. Number two was a rough day for that second rank today. It looks like across the board. So that's where I can go ahead and look back and see what was the same or different between these 14 rows that was missing here. Because look, then you go to the third row, rank 3, 50% home run rate, 66.7% total bases, 83.3% hits, runs, and RBIs. But this is why I say you can trust the top reads. Because on any given day, you're going to hit from 40 to 60%, 83%. All right, let me see. Continuing to go up. All right, overall, the discovery. Today's discoveries. Right? Zone fit leader. Still hitting 18.5% for home runs. Elite plus, 23.7% when it is in today's discoveries. Because we know that Elite Plus is hitting at a 25% rate. which we have 2 of today, by the way. Hits, runs, and RBIs is the model's best, I'd say, identifier plus zone fit. Zone fit, whoever you see with a good zone fit and everything else matches, hits, runs, and RBIs, chef's kiss. Right? Chef's kiss. Right? There they are right there. There they are right there. I want you all to truly see this so you can understand how much time and effort that I've really tried to put into this for you all to help you all get better, to help you all win. Right, for us. That's really for us. So, but enough of that. I just wanted that to be out there so people know what that is, know what's going on with these tabs. Just click around. You see some dope stuff. Now, getting into the nitty gritty, the reason why you even actually here, alright, who cares about what I'm talking about? They say, hey, bro, I don't care about that model. Just give me these plays. We got it. I got you. 15 game slate. Looking like a good one. Honestly, we've had a really good day. A really good week. Really good last few days. Since these updates have been made, honestly, it's been on the up and up. I'm really very proud of them. 31 barrel signals at this moment. Pre-confirmed lineups. 20 elite home run profiles. 7 validated home run values. 2 elite plus. What's changed for the day? And where do we start researching? Right? That's all this is. It's not let me automatically take this person. No, just start there. And then see where it takes you. Kyle Schwarber has got the best barrel profile overall. We know that it's Schwarber. He hit a home run today. I'll give him that. And then they took it back from him. So who knows what happens today. Freddie Freeman's got the zone fit. He's the leading in zone fit today. So we'll see pitch matchup. Shohei's got the environment boost. They are playing in Colorado still. And best price drop for a hit is Abimelec Ortiz. He's at minus 132 for a hit, which is actually really good. It's not bad. Hits are usually, especially for a guy like that, looking at minus 150, minus 140, 160, I'd say, honestly. They might even do like a minus 200. So, yeah, plus 21% edge is really good on that. So, just take a look, guys. I know sometimes I get on here and I just go straight into let's go look at this, but I hope today's video really gets you inspired to see that you could really do some damage with this dashboard, and it's way more than just some data tables. Visually, we got Shohei and Big Pete. We got Shohei and Big Pete as the Elite Plus profiles for today, and that can change. Right? That can change. Validated home run, I see Austin Riley's there again. He's just there because overall he does have a pretty good matchup. But personally, his numbers, we'll see. We'll do some more digging and research. Murakami's up here. For Murakami to be between 500 and 1,000 odds is disrespectful. I definitely would look to take that over again. We will see if the pitcher he's going up against today throws that same fastball at the same rate. If so, it's a wrap. Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Merrill, Ellie Aranda, and Corey Seager. So we'll take a look at this list once we get into the pitch matchups. I'm going to run this video like how I did yesterday. So I probably will have to do 2 tabs. What we were doing is we were going through the games and also going through the pitch matchup build. So I'll show you that as well. Getting into today's discoveries. We got Gunnar Henderson as a matchup increase. Kristen Yelich has the recent EV lift. Luis Rengifo's got the strongest multi-day rise. Aranda's the long shot. Yesterday's long shot was Kobe Mayo. Kobe Mayo slapped. I think that was today, actually. Slapped. Man, good lord. Whew. So please, 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 will you guys look at these? Play them straight, right? Run your straights. City Field is getting the boost. That Padres and Mets game, Freddie Freeman has got the zone fit. Oh, Kyle Freeland. Okay, that makes sense. Freddie Freeman's got the zone fit. Your Don's got the best pitch type collision, but we'll see. He's been off. He's a ground ball merchant right now. Byron Buxton has the best pull profile. However, I don't. Yes, there's no bias. I'm not gonna give you my bias. Byron Buxton does have the best pull profile based on today's discoveries, and we know Elite Plus is going Shohei and Pete. Let's find out who we're attacking today, shall we? On the board today, I love it when we get a smash spot. The last one we had was actually another Colorado pitcher, and I want to know if somebody can tell me who it was. You probably already know. Today's smash spot, Kyle Freeland. Will Warren is the next attackable pitcher. And then we got Matt Liberatore. Kyle Freeland's got a 6.3 ERA, 10.8 barrel allowed, 42.1% hard hit, 404 WOBA. Will Warren's giving up 4.4 ERA, 7.7 barrel, 44% hard hit, and a 391 WOBA. Liberatore, 5.1 ERA, 8.2% barrel, 41.8% hard hit, 397 WOBA. The reason they are probably, to be honest with you, this is looking like one of those days again. We've got 7 attackable pitchers with 1 smash spot. 8 attackable pitchers. So, yeah, 7 attackable, 1 smash spot. After Liberatore is going Jackson Joby. Ooh. Yeah, Pittsburgh's hot right now. So he's giving up 6.23 ERA, 14.8% barrel allowed, 48.1% hard hit. The only reason he is not higher in the top 3, I'm most likely going to assume, is this weather. So we'll double check when we get to that Pittsburgh game. But just remember that name, Jackson Joby, going against Pittsburgh bats. And then you got Taj Bradley, which I understand he's probably vulnerable because he's going up against Atlanta. But Taj Bradley's not really like a chump or nothing like that. So we'll see. We'll see who gets the better of each other. But Atlanta's another strong lineup. That lineup pressure makes a difference. We got A.J. Smith-Scheuer against Minnesota. That could be a good one. He's giving up 15.4% barrel and 53.8% hard hit. That, Ryan Jeffers, Josh Bell, Cody Clemens. And again, now I can see why Buxton why Buxton having the best pull profile makes a difference because of the pitcher he's going against. So I like that we just figured this out. Now let's go ahead and dissect it. I'm going to start in the buy games section on this tab. On our second tab, we're hitting up the pitch matchups. And if you did not know, the pitch matchups is my version, the Barrel Lab version of what everybody seems to know called highlights. But we call them pitch matchup highlights here. So, starting with the first game, we got Detroit versus Pittsburgh. Okay, so that's who Pittsburgh is playing. They're playing Detroit. Detroit is in a I don't want to say a must-win situation anymore because they've been taking some L's already, enough L's to change the outcome of their season. In a negative way per se, especially with them selling Scooble. But that's when you play to ruin somebody else's season, and that's probably what they're going to try to do at Pittsburgh. Early game tomorrow. Take a look at the day and night splits. I do remember B-Lo having really good day splits when I was looking today, though. So top reads in this game is going B-Lo, Brian Reynolds, and Torkelson. No value, validated home run value, but the validated pitcher matchup build is going to Brandon Lau. And let's see here. Oh, that makes sense. They got Skeens on the mound. But I don't know. He's kind of been iffy all season. 3.88 ERA is, I think they said, the highest that he's had in his career, which is really crazy. 11.1 Ks over 9 innings, though. Still dangerous. He's still Scooble. He's still Skeens. I'm sorry. No Scooble. He is still Skeens, though. Barrel score is going Torkelson, Dingler, Valencia. Matchup is going Valencia, Dingler, Torkelson. Form, we got Valencia, McGonigal, and Torkelson. And then looking at Pittsburgh, I got you. Don't worry. We're going to go through the games, and then we're going to look at the pitchers. Pittsburgh versus Jackson, Joby. We got B-Lo, Valdez, and Reynolds. Matchup is going B-Lo, Valdez, Rafael Flores. Okay, he's making a name for himself. Home run form is going B-Lo, Reynolds, and Valdez. Okay. So, now let's go to this Pittsburgh game. Alright, so Skeens. Let's look at everybody versus Skeens. Ooh. So when I was doing the highlights yesterday, right, what worked for me, because I'm going to just be real. If you guys watched the video yesterday, you could have got Griffin Conine against Zach Wheeler. We identified he was the easily number one, and he went today. Murakami, I tweeted about him. Murakami was just free, though. Like, that's not even something to be proud of when it was too easy. But Conine, I liked the Conine one. That one was pretty sharp. And then there was a couple others I think that we went over. So I'm going to stick with those same filters that we used yesterday. I want 550 Woe Bacon. No, nothing less. You need at least 550 Woe Bacon. We want minimum pitch usage of 25%. I'm strict at 30, but for the sake of the video and, you know what I'm saying, just getting you guys a feel with it, getting comfortable with it, I've dropped it down to 25 so you can see and compare more batters at first. But I'm going to be honest with you. When it starts to get in the... We'll go over it. We'll go over it. I'm pretty sure we're going to run into an example today. Minimum pulled air is 20. I want at least a 20% minimum pulled air. And I think a matchup grade, we went 65. And the minimum matchup grade is referring to the pitch type fit. Right? I need to change it. That's why, because this was matchup grade, but I didn't want two matchup scores per se, because I didn't want them titled that way. But they did grade two different things. So we want at least 60. I'll go 60 for the sake of the video. However, you'll see the difference between somebody who's 60 and somebody who's a little higher above 65. In this case, against Skeens, It's the fastball, right? So if we want to filter it by form, because obviously Detroit has been kind of spotty. So the overall home run, overall scores really aren't the best right now. Torkelson's got the best overall score. He is also on the top read. So this could make sense. Recent form, though, McGonagall is beating him recent form. But, yeah, let's do it this way. We'll filter it that way. Blast. Torkelson's got a 14.2. He's got a 36.9% pulled air. A 10.6% pulled barrel. His last 10 exit velocity is 84.5. And Will Bacon is 610. So for me, Torkelson looks super solid, but I can also see why McGonagall looks really good. He has the highest pitch fit. He also has the second highest pulled air, which is very important when we're talking about home runs. His exit velocity is also the highest, 94.7. I think more than anything, that's what stuck out to me. I just don't like his pulled barrel rate right now. But he is getting the ball in the air. If we can get him in this 4% range, right? What I'm saying is if we catch that 4% of the time that he's swinging the ball, McGonagall looks good to go tomorrow against Skeens. And so does Torkelson, though. Right? Those are my two. Will be Torkelson and McGonagall. Looking at the flip side, right? The attack pitcher. This is where things get fun. This is why I go 30%. Not that I don't care about this slider, but Valdez might not even see this slider. That's the only thing. However, if he does see the slider, Valdez is going to be the one to go. But I know he throws this fastball 41% of the time. I'm going to chase that fastball. Not chase. I'm going to attack that fastball before I attack the slider. Just percentagely, right? Probability. That's it. Not probability, but is that? Either way. Side note. B-Lo does look the best, right? Recent form and everything else. 16% blast, 39.6% pulled air, 10.3% pulled barrel. EV in the last 10 is 93.4. We got 689 Will Bacon, 907 OPS, 557 slugging. So fastball is B-Lo. Slider, Valdez. Just make note of that. Alright. And let's see here. Let's go to this next game. So we got the Mets, Padres at the Mets. 3 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Tatis, Merrill, and Lindor are the top reads. Jackson Merrill is the validated home run value, and Lindor is the validated pitcher matchup build. Alright. So we got the Padres versus Stock. Barrel score is going Merrill, Tatis, Machado. Matchup is going Tatis, Merrill, Machado. And form is going Tatis, Merrill, and Bowen. And you got 1 plus 200, right? But we got a couple that are acceptable. Tatis gets the pass because he's Tatis and he's just now finding his rhythm. If you guys remember, I mean, you probably don't, but if you guys have been following me from the very beginning, we talked about it. Once Tatis gets his launch angle correct, it's a wrap. He's going to hit a home run every other day, really. And slowly but surely, he's fixing it. We're watching it, right? His home run to fly ball ratio is starting to climb. His hard hit has always been here. Sweet spot is a little bit higher. I would like to see this in the high 38s, low 40s, to be honest with you. But he's improving. That's all that matters. We got the Mets versus King. Lindor, Alvarez, and Carson Bench. For barrels, matchup is going Alvarez, Lindor, Young. Form is going Lindor, Ewing, and Carson Bench. Alright, where's that Mets game? Let's see, Michael King. Well, that was easy. Didn't even have to change the filters for this one. Well, I guess that one's makes sense. It was a validated pitcher matchup build. So now you guys know and you can see what that translates to, right? Now we just saw it clearly. The model told us Lindor was the validated pitcher matchup build. Why? Even more so than just his zone fit. He has a 36.5 pulled air percent, 92.4 EV in the last 10, 579 Will Bacon, 886 OPS, 498 slugging, which is a little bit lower, against this sinker. Right? Like that. He sees this pitch and he tags this pitch. So if anybody's going yard on Michael King, it's going to be Lindor. Looking on the flip side for Sock is maybe his pitch usage that he doesn't use. Nope. So maybe it's the score because it's the Padres. It's the Will Bacon. Nobody has a 550 Will Bacon. So in that case, I don't really like anybody for the Padres. Yeah, no. I could see why Jackson Merrill, because he has the best form. He's got 15% blast rate, 28.2% pulled air. .2% EV. So here's the thing. No, he doesn't look the best. But what this is saying is he's got some of the best value. The odds are implying that he only hits it 13.49% of the time, but he's at 14.3%. So that's where the edge is coming from. That's how we are finding the edge here. Historical hit rate. How is the book pricing you based on how they know you hit? So Merrill is where you can find some value. It is plausible, but it's not 100% confirmed. Right? That's kind of just how that one goes. It's not 100% confirmed, but it's plausible. It's definitely plausible. We got Atlanta versus Minnesota. 3 barrels, 3 elite profiles. Top reads is going Matt Olson, Riley, Baldwin, and Buxton. Jeez, this is going to be a good game. Validated home run value is Austin Riley. I've been chasing this. Dude, we've been chasing Buddy for like 3 days, so he better go. And you too, Matt. Matty-O, man. Busted up a slip today. But he's the pitcher matchup build, so we'll see that on full display. Atlanta versus Taj Bradley. Barrels going Olson, Riley, Acuna. Matchup is going Olson, Acuna, Baldwin. Form, super glitch, is going Olson, Riley, Acuna. Only one who looks super crazy is Matt Olson. Michael Harris. So he's a righty. So if we're looking at lefties, man, let's see his splits though. Yeah, Taj struggles with the lefties. He walks them 11% of the time. He's giving up 584 slugging on contact and a 20.6% home run to fly ball ratio. And Scheuer is just getting demolished by right-handers. Oof. So, this could be interesting. This game just got fun. Alright, so looking at AJ Schroyer. I'm gonna go with my numbers. I'm going 550. It was Buxton, but what's that 500 though? Let's see. Okay. This is interesting. Let's go 60 because I see. But Lewis has the best form, so I'm not trying to. I don't want him out of there just yet, per se. Alright, so. Yes, Buxton does look crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. Royce Lewis isn't too far behind. He's got the better blast, but it's by 0.2%. Pulled air is right around the same. It's 1% better, 35.7, 34.7. Buxton has the better pull and the better Will Bacon OPS and slugging, obviously, is Buxton. But Lewis, I guess, is... I don't know how to explain it. Buxton, to me, is still a little bit not ready. Right? And this recent form is showing me that. He's not really getting too many barrels. I mean, his launch angle is okay. This is just who Buxton is. But that form, that means his EV is down. His launch angle is bad. There's no blast. His bat speed is probably low. And those are things that you need to hit home runs. So in that case, I think I would lean towards Royce Lewis. I'm not saying you still can't go Buxton, but current form, he's got the better form. And Jeffers, because he could surprise everybody because he's got the hardest EV. So, and then looking on the flip side, I'm getting strict with them because this is Atlanta. So, we need 555. And Drake Baldwin. Yeah, so Austin Riley and Matt Olson do look similar. I get Baldwin has a good pitch fit, but he doesn't have the best pulled air or barrel. He does have some good EV, though. So if we're looking recent form, that's why Austin Riley looks so crazy, because this man is just killing the ball. 97.6 EV in the last 10. Yo. Austin Riley, bro. Austin Riley. Just because of price. Right? That's really what it's coming down to. Is it's just coming down to price. His odds are at 680. Matt Olson's probably going to be 345, 340, 350, 400 maybe. Maybe. So that's kind of why I would look at Austin Riley on that one. Alright, the next slate we're looking at is the Cubs and the White Sox. That's going to be a good one. Ooh, is there a pitcher missing? Yeah, there's a pitcher missing. 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Murakami, PCA, Vargas, and Montgomery are top reads. Murakami again is a validated home run value. I'll keep putting them at 500. I'll keep taking them. And Colson Montgomery is a validated pitcher matchup build. That's why I say, if you like Murakami, you take Vargas. I know it didn't happen today, but they're bound for another one. If they hit another one, I think they break the franchise record for most home run, for the duo with the most home runs in a season. So, that's another just weird little milestone. White Sox versus Clay Holmes. Barrel score is going Murakami, Montgomery, Vargas. Matchup is going Murakami, Montgomery, Vargas, Colson, by the way. Form is going Murakami, Vargas, and Montgomery. No pitcher, but PCA Suzuki Happ for Barrel. And form is going PCA Suzuki Bregman. I got a few people plus 200 ISO though, so you can even just start there. And once they get their pitcher, and we do the, you know what I mean? You do your proper due diligence. So, let's look at these pitcher highlights. Alright, so we're looking at, found him. It's that sinker. Yo, Murakami can hit a sinker too? What can't he do? Oh my goodness. Alright, like I was saying. I mean, this one's kind of a no-brainer. He's throwing the sinker 50% of the time. Murakami's got a 74.4 pitch type fit. Blast 25.3, 30.2% pulled air, 12.9% pulled barrel, 98.7 exit velocity in the last 10, 30% pulled barrel in the last 10, 765 Will Bacon, 938 OPS, 550 slugging. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to say no. The other sleeper is Antonacci. Supporting matchup, I could see. He's got 551 Will Bacon, 855 OPS. Nothing crazy. But definitely worth a check if he popped up. You know what I mean? Just take a look at him. But Murakami, he's definitely got that fit right there. Let's make sure we can get through all these games. Alright, so I got top reads for Boston and Arizona is going Willier, Wilson, and Corbin. Validated no home run signal. Validated pitch build is Willier. Barrel score is going Corbin Carroll, Moreno, Nootbaar. Matchup is, it's ugly against Peyton Toll. Kepler, Carroll, Moreno. Form, yeah, I don't even want, don't matter. Tawa, Moreno, and Carroll. It's going to be an interesting game. Let's see. Barrel score is going Abreu, Contreras, Duran. Matchup is going Contreras, Abreu, Duran. Form is going Abreu, White, Rafaela, Duran. Wilson looks ridiculous though. But let's go to the tape. And let's see. what the game has in store. So against Peyton Toll, ooh wee. So he is throwing that four-seam fastball 46.5% of the time. Corbin Carroll, 17.8% blast, 32.1% pulled air. I don't think he necessarily hits a home run. 90.8 exit velocity. That's actually not bad. 9.9 pulled barrel. I'm not saying he hits a home run, but I do think Corbin Carroll could get another double. Man, it's Corbin Carroll. 241 ISO, 125 WRC plus. He could get a triple. But it's Peyton Toll. And he's pretty solid. Can't lie. Slugging is all under 500. Slugging on contact. So definitely a hard hit suppressor. That's what that looks like. And he's not walking too many people either. But righties, though, he might strike out some righties. So you take Toll for strikeouts. If you like strikeouts, you could definitely take Toll for that. Let's go to the flip side. Interesting. Nobody on Boston qualifies. Let's see if it's the pitch. Yeah. So it's the pitch. So he only throws his fastball 24.5% of the time, which is where Willier not even kind of really kills it. 16.4% blast, 28.3% pulled air, 9.9 pulled barrel, 91.9 EV in the last 10. And then that last 10 barrel is where he's definitely getting some attention. Wilson does have all overall better numbers, literally, except for his barrels in the last 10. That's what's standing out. And that's what would make me not take you, is if the most recent form just isn't there, and it's not there. So Abreu is the call for Boston, I would say. All right, got Miami versus Philly. Top reads is going Schwarber, Harper, Conine, and Hernandez. No home run value, no pitcher matchup build, but we'll see what we can find. Miami versus Nola. We got Conine, Hernandez, Casey. Matchup is going Conine, Hernandez, Casey. Form is going Conine, Hernandez, and Marcy. That's funny. Okay, got a few worthy names. So you just kind of filter through those. Honestly. Philly versus Alcantara. We got Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. And Schwarber, Harper, Bohm. Oh, that's what it was. Schwarber, Bohm, Marsh. Not that... they just always stay the same. They're Philly's consistent at being good or consistent at being bad. There's no in between. There's no in between. Isn't that how they even lost in the playoffs last year? The pitcher threw that ball away. Oh, perfect at being bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's go look at what's going on with this game. All right, Sandy. So Sandy is a pitcher that I don't like when they do this. Not that I don't mind. I don't care. I just want to be able to attack them through one lane and just make it easy for my eyes. However, in this case, we've got Alcantara who throws a couple pitches. We'll say right around the same rate. He's throwing a sinker at 26.5%, and that four seam he's throwing about 20% of the time. Schwarber sees that sinker and he crushes it. He's got 16.9 blast, 41.8 pulled air, 13.2 pulled barrel. 91.7 in the last 10, 744 Will Bacon, 1103 OPS, 645 slugging. Fire, right? Then you go look at that four-seam fastball, and Harper's got that on lock. 17% blast, 26.8 pull air, 95.3. And then you see Will Bacon, 769, 1030 OPS, 600 slugging. Because he throws the sinker more, you take Schwarber. Because he throws that fastball at a second high clip, at a pretty high clip too, as well as another pitch, you take Bryce Harper. Different slips though. That's why I think you do that. That's how I think you do that, yeah. On the flip side, Conine could go again. I'm not even gonna lie. If he gets that fastball, it's over. Oh, but he went, yeah, Casey. Casey could go too. Since Conine went yesterday, Casey could go too. But just go with the odds, go with the value. Go with the value. But I like Conine though. I definitely do. Alright, New York versus Baltimore. Top reads is going Pete Alonso, Rice, Henderson, and Grisham. Home run value is going Gunnar. Pitch matchup is going Pete. We got Ben Rice, Grisham, and Jones against Bassett. Matchup is going Rice, Garcia, and Grisham. Form, Ben Rice, Grisham, and Ramos. Alright, Baltimore versus Will Warren. Oof. Another good pitcher. Another good hot bat test. Pete Alonso, Encarnacion Strand, and Mayo make up the barrels. Matchup is going Alonso, Henderson, Cowser. Form, Alonso, Encarnacion Strand, and Gunnar Henderson. So let's look at this Baltimore game. Alright, so Baltimore versus Will Warren. Alright, on at least 60. Who got knocked off though? I saw that. Jackson Holiday? Nah, don't need to see that name. 25-55. Alright, bet. That's it. And at least 25. Alright, that's it. 4 names pop up. One of them I think is a no-brainer, and I think we all know who it is. Yes, we're going to be taking Pete again because he's the elite plus profile. We saw it. 25% chance that he hits a home run. I'm taking that. I'm taking it. Especially when the market's hitting at 8. That's how you find your value. Other than that, though, who could be the backup? Gunnar. Gunner's got the next best score, second best pulled air, and the second best EV exit velocity. Gunnar is showing that he wants to show and tell. He's trying to join the party. And then Ben Rice on the flip side. It really could just be matchup grade. Yep. Trent Grisham. It's not bad. 32.8 pulled air, so he does have a better pull, but no pulled barrel, and 90.9 on the exit velocity. Just a little bit slower, but still enough to go over, for sure. But those are your 2 right there, Ben Rice and Grisham for that Yankee game, and then you got Alonso. Right, is that what we said? Yeah, and Gunnar. That's what it was, and Gunnar Henderson. Alright, San Francisco versus Cleveland. Top reads. There's a pitcher missing. Is going to Dale and Devers. Oh no, there is a pitcher. Why is there? He's a new pitcher. Gotcha. San Francisco. Let's see what we're looking at. We got Devers, Eldridge, Adames. Matchup is going Eldridge, Barracoto, Cox. Form is going Devers, Eldridge, Gilbert. Alright, and then Cleveland versus Matt Wilkinson. Looks like he is in a brand new assignment. Joe Adele, Hoskins, and Lowe. Form. Austin, I guess. Yeah, I think. Nah, because I can't tell anything. Nope, so no valid glitch. Adele, Lowe, and Ganao. And let's see. Wait, what game is this? There we go, Cleveland game. Alright. Alright. Keeping the same filters. Oh, wait, let's get back up to, was it 60? 25, 50. Alright. Forcing fastball seems to be the pitch. Devers seems to be the culprit. Or it could be Eldridge. Eldridge did just go today. Can he go back to back? He can. He's got the best pitch type fit score. He's got an 18.5 blast, 28.1 pulled air. It's a pulled barrel that he doesn't have, but he hit one today with that same one. And 95 exit velocity, 849 Will Bacon, 1069 OPS with a 609 slugging. Yeah, he's best. Against the fastball, yeah, Eldridge could go back to back. Yeah, no pitch mix for Wilkinson yet. Looks like he hasn't done a pitch. Alright, we got St. Louis and Cincinnati game. 4 barrels, 3 elite profiles. 4 top reads in this game is going Ellie, Burleson, Stewart, and Suarez. Ooh. Cincinnati heavy, with the exception of Alec Burleson. He almost snuck in there too. I thought he almost played for Cincy. Ellie's the validated home run signal, and Eugenio Suarez is the pitcher matchup build. Ooh, Chase Burns. Yikes. Let's see. Barrel score is going Burleson, Walker, Baez. Matchup is going Baez, Burleson, Walker. I'm going to include him, but Pereira is probably the next most logical. Not to say Baez won't ever homer again, but he's got to figure it out. Alec Burleson, Walker, and Herrera for the form. Cincinnati versus Liberatore. Got Suarez, Ellie, and Stewart. Matchup is going Ellie, Stewart, Suarez. Form is going Stevenson, Suarez, and Ellie. And we are going to the pitcher matchups. Chase Burns, who definitely an all-star pitcher. He's throwing a slider 38% of the time and a fastball 56.5% of the time. JJ Weatherhort, where you at, man? Please stand up, because you got a 14.1 barrel, my friend. Blast, 22.8 pulled air. You don't have too many good barrels in the last 10. Exit velocity, Will Bacon, 638, 950 OPS, and 568 slugging. Yeah. You could be that dude. Between Weatherhort and Herrera, just depending on the pitch that he throws. Flip side, attacking Liberatore. I could see Ellie. It's this fastball. He's got 21.9 blast, 22 pulled air, 98.2 exit velocity. And then Eugenio Suarez, everything does look good except for his blast and swinging strike. Let's see. Was it his swinging strike? It was something else I might have been looking at. Yeah, he's got the highest swinging strike, which I'm not concerned about. This actually can be used in two ways. One, it can be used to identify who may be most vulnerable to be struck out, not to say he will. And or this lets you know if a player is the type to swing at the first pitch, the second pitch, or every pitch. Right? If you're looking for somebody like the new props, pitches seen, you want them to not have a high swinging strike, because if somebody has a high swinging strike, you want them to not swing to see more pitches. So that's going to be a trial and error, and just kind of understanding how you want to play that metric. I did just want to mention that before going forward. But yeah, Suarez could definitely, he could do that too. I say Ellie and Suarez, yeah. Oh, we already looked at Burns. Let's see. Got Toronto and Tampa Bay. We got Caminero, Aranda, Okamoto for top reads. Aranda for the validated home run value. And Aranda for the matchup. The fact that he got both, he must really do something well. Odds to hit plus 930. Some crazy odds for somebody who's been hitting doubles off the wall. So let's see. Alright, Toronto versus Rasmussen. Got Okamoto, Sanchez, Springer. Matchup is going Sanchez, Okamoto, Springer. Form, everybody is terrible. Okamoto, McAdoo, and Kirk. Das Cameron. I don't know who that is. I know that's the call-up, I think. We got Max Scherzer on the mound. Man, if Tampa Bay don't go to work tomorrow, we got Caminero, Aranda, Victor Mesa. Matchup score, we got Caminero, Aranda, Mesa. Form, Aranda, Diaz, Fortes. That's exactly what I wanted to see against Max Scherzer. Ooh, Velade? I could see Aranda, though, right? It likes Aranda. He does have the best recent form. He's got the second best blast, 15.1, 27.5 pulled air, 92.4 last 10 exit velocity. If we're going off that alone, though, man, Velade, pulled air, 29.7. 97.3 exit velocity. Barrels in the last 10, 20%. 568 Will Bacon. Because he's got better barrels in the last 10, he's seeing the ball the best, that fastball. And Max Scherzer has a 6.59 ERA. Both Aranda and Velade could go for us tomorrow. Like, that is truly possible. And Caminero. Let's not forget Caminero. 27.7 pulled air, 623 Will Bacon, 1033 OPS, 665 slugging. I mean, it just might be Caminero. It just might be. Honestly. That one just might be Caminero. Let's see. Alright, let's see what this Oakland... doesn't look like a pitcher. Let me see. No pitchers in this game. Yikes. Unfortunately, we can't look at Kansas City. And we can't look at Oakland. Cags and Bobby Witt were going to be some of my go-tos. I wanted to look at Severin. He popped up and hit a home run the other day, serving. It's all good. We'll keep it pushing. I'll come back to that game. Maybe I'll post some sheets on that game tomorrow morning. Excuse me, guys. Hey, yo, my bad if this mic picks up everything, too. I got a little mic to help because I was using my phone. And the mic, low-key, is popping. It picks up everything. So, maybe a little bit too much. Buddy talking about you can hear me swallowing and all that stuff, but that's funny. That's crazy. I gotta stay hydrated, though. It's always late where I am, so, gotta keep it going. Seattle versus Milwaukee. Got 3 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top plays is going Bowers, Canzone, Rodriguez, Torrio. Did I say Torrio? Yeah, Torrio. No home run value. Validated pitcher matchup build is going Bowers and Cal Riley. Seattle barrel is going Canzone, Rodriguez, Riley. Matchup is going Canzone, Rodriguez, Riley. Cal Raleigh, whatever. And home run form is going Rodriguez, Naylor, and Pareda. Canzone. We got Milwaukee barrel is going Bowers, Chourio, William Contreras. Matchup is going Bowers, Mitchell, Chourio. Form is going William Contreras, Chourio, and Bowers. Alright, I'm just prepping the next one, so let's go look at this game. Keeping our same filters on because they've been doing me justice. That's why we're at 25%. Forcing fastball 25% of the time. Let's see, what else is he throwing now? Sinker. Oh, okay. Cal Riley does see the sinker really well. 280 plate appearances, 37.4 pulled air, 10% pulled barrel, 678 Will Bacon, 1195 OPS, and slugging is at 788. He just hasn't seen a solid sinker in the last 10, or had a barrel on one in the last 10. That's the only thing. Other than that, yeah, Cal Raleigh definitely could take that sinker yard. Fastballs, Canzone. I guess Julio, too. They both could go. But Riley and Canzone, I would say. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Alright, so for Logan Gilbert, initially I'm just seeing Jake Bowers. Best overall score, matchup, zone fit, recent form. Well, Contreras has a better form, but 21.4 blast, 28.3 pulled air, 10.2 pulled barrel. Yeah, definitely could be Bowers. I mean, it could be Contreras too. It really could, but I think Bowers. I'm leaning more towards Bowers. Alright, we got this Washington-Texas game. Top reads is going Seager, Berger, Peterson, and Nimmo. Validated value is going Seager. And pitch build is going Seager and Dalen Lyle. Washington's matchup is going Ortiz, Dalen Lyle, and Cruz. Matchup is going Ortiz, Abrams, House. And form is going Ortiz, Lyle, and Cruz. All right. Barrel score for Texas is going Seager, Peterson, Berger. Matchup is going Seager, Peterson, Nimmo. Form is going Seager, Kalinick, and Lopez. All right. So let's see. All right. So against K. Cavalli. 555. Wow, okay. These dudes all hitting 6, huh? So overall, I could see why Seager is there, honestly. I could see it. 25.1 pulled air. He's actually got some pulled barrel. His exit velocity is 94.3. 680 Will Bacon. 989 OPS, so I get it. Jock Peterson, though, against that fastball, is slapping it the hardest. This is one of those moments where you just flip a coin and you pick anybody. Nah, but realistically, Berger has more recent barrels. He doesn't have a better Will Bacon. None of his stats are necessarily better other than just the barrels. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do there. So yeah, so final Corey Seager. Yeah, and Berger. Might as well just leave it. Kumar Rocker, no hitter pitch combinations. Let's see. Matchup. Chaparro hits a slider. Not enough, though. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not enough on that page for me to even think anything of it. Alright, we got Angels in Houston. Top reads is going Jordan and Trout. And pitcher build is going Jordan. Dang. Who's new? This dude is new. Ethan Pecco. Barrels going Trout, Nito, Siri. Form. Ballestero, Trout, and Lowe. Houston versus Walbert Urena. Barrel score is going Jordan, Velasquez, Walker. Jordan, Velasquez, Cam Smith. Form, Velasquez, Jordan, and Dalton Varsho. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nah, that's what it is. We're on to the next step. Houston didn't have a pitcher for the Angels, so let's see what they did, but it's a new dude. They're not going to let us bully the new pitcher just yet. But against Urena, Jordan, 22.6 pulled barrel, 34.2 pulled air, 12.6 pulled barrel, 96.2 exit velocity. Yeah, nah, I like this I like Nelson Velasquez, but if he's in the lineup, though, that's the thing. If he's in the lineup, you take him. If not, you can go Jordan. It's there. plays there. Alright, last game of the slate. We got the Dodgers at Colorado. 4 reads in this game is going Shohei, Muncy, Pages. Validated pitcher build is going Muncy and Mickey Moniak. Dodgers versus Freeland is going Shohei, Muncy, Pages. Matchup is going Shohei, Pages, Muncy. Form Otani, Muncy, Pages. Barrel score is going Moniak, Castro, Norby. Matchup is going Bean, Moniak, Castro. Let's see. Castro, Sullivan, and Moniak. Alright. Let's see. So in this game against Freeland, it's Shohei. With that cutter, though, I should say, it's because he's throwing multiple pitches. That cutter, he's throwing 21% of the time. Forcing fastball, he's throwing 24% of the time, which Muncy is going to be on that. So, depending on what pitch he throws, it's either Muncy, it's either Muncy or Shohei, depending on the pitch. So, that's really what it is. That was all the games today on the slate. Man, to be honest, I feel like we got some good value. If you guys like some picks, let me know down below. Let me know down below what picks you like. Who you taking for a home run? Who you taking for bases, hits, runs, RBIs, all types of jazz. Other than that, I appreciate you guys being here with me. Thank you guys for supporting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.